The 1999 Public Service Act was really a step change from the 1922 Act. The 1999 Act was far shorter. It was only 47 pages. Essentially, it provided a new balance. It devolved far more power to agency heads to run their organisations, but on the other hand, it made them far more accountable for the use of that power.
The role of a secretary has been a long-standing feature of the public service, and indeed in earlier years there were a group of 7 secretaries, commonly known as the 7 Dwarfs, who worked collaboratively together to provide policy and project advice in the post-war era. It is an absolute privilege for me to hold the role of secretary, to support the government of the day and to be able to deliver for each and every Australian.
To replace the pounds and the shillings and the pence. Be prepared, folks, when the coins begin to mix on the 14th of February 1966. Clink go the cents, folks, clink, clink, clink. Change over day is closer than you think.
Medicare is one of the most crucial underpinnings of our health system. We have universal health coverage, and that is not something that every country in the world has. Every Australian citizen has a right to free hospital care and universal health insurance so that they can get access to medical services and pathology and radiology and all those things with significant government subsidy. It really is the fundamental underpinning of our health system.
The Close the Gap campaign has been very significant for the public service. It was the first time that a community-led initiative was able to influence public policy and get both the politicians and the government engaged in looking at ways to reform health. My hopes for the future of First Nations policy in Australia is that it's done through a co-design process, a genuine partnership between Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people and the bureaucrats and politicians, because if those people who are most affected by policy are not engaged in the policy development, then we won't see the outcomes, the sustainable outcomes that we need to see into the future.
What keeps Australia and the Australian people safe, and what keeps Australia and its people prosperous, is the quality of its institutions and the quality of its governance. The APS is at the heart of that. It's the Australian Public Service which has the responsibility to advise the government on the issues of the day, to look into the future and try to meet the challenges that are coming our way, and to implement and deliver policies to the Australian people. And it's that ability to do that over 120 years, since 1901, I think, which has been fundamental to this country's growth and this country's well-being.